And I remember it was discouraging, heartbreaking at the same time, and at times you just feel like you are not good enough. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl Gracie Minor, and I'm thankful and excited that you tuned on or that you clicked onto this video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love and support. And if you are a new subscriber, I go by the name Gracie Minor. I make content around adventure because it is the life that I am on, and I hope that you subscribe down below and join me on this journey of self-discovery. I mean, it's an adventure on its own. So yeah, and subscribe is free of charge, so make sure you do that before we continue on to this video. Okay guys, so today I'm doing a different kind of video, and it is because you asked it. The last vlog I did was a sister tag part 2. The link is over here or in my description box. And I remember so many of you were in the comment section, you were speaking about resigning from workplaces, how it took so much courage for me to resign from my workplace. And I thought, let me share my journey or my resignation journey before I share my Q&A, because I remember I had asked you on my Instagram stories to ask any question that you want me to answer. And I was supposed to do that vlog before this one, but because of public demand, I've decided to do this vlog first. Then we'll go ahead and do the Q&A after this one. So if you have not followed me on Instagram, please follow me on Instagram. That's my Instagram page, and we'll for sure keep in touch out of this YouTube platform. Follow me on Instagram as well. Anyway, to begin off my journey or my story, I want to give a short background story ndo mwelewe pali natoka in terms of my resignation. Okay, so I remember I graduated in 2016, and I was very hopeful that I will get a job because I knew, or I felt like I was qualified to be employed and to get a good employment at that. So and we all know the Kenyan dream, as in go to school, get education, and get employed. So me, I was like, I was done with school na nilikuwa sana nataka kuandikwa job. So I remember from 2016 to 2017 was a whole lot of tamaking. Like, I will apply online and then feel like it was not good enough. I had to now present myself physically in the offices and drop my CVs and stuff like that. And I got a few calls. Some were mistaken, like they didn't mean to call me because my name is sort of common. I go by the name Grace. So there was this one time I received a phone call telling me to report on Monday for a job. But then again, it turns out it was not this Grace they were talking about. So speaking of heartbreak, that was a real one. Iliuma. Iliuma. Then there was this one time, the other time, that I would go to the receptionist and tell them I have an interview with the manager. I want to speak to the manager. And I will walk in the office and the manager will tell me, my dear, there's nothing we can do. Just go and wait for online job advertisements from the company, then you can be able to apply from there. And I remember it was discouraging, heartbreaking at the same time, and at times you just feel like you are not good enough. You think you're good enough, but you feel like you're not good enough, and that kind of messes up with your sort of self-esteem, yeah? Because you're thinking, what is wrong with me? Your friends are getting employed, you're the one who's being left sidelined. And I remember I just felt so bad. But God is good, and in 2017 on August, I got my first employment, and a girl was excited. I remember the job required me to relocate from Nairobi to Nakuru, and that was no problem at all, as in, because it would be the first time me leaving my mom's house or my parents' house and go and start living on my own. Finally, I can be a boss of my own. So I remember that morning I went for the interview, and then I received an email. I think it was an email, yeah, telling me that they had like chosen me and that they had I was suitable candidate for the job, and I told me to go pick an employment letter, then I can start off on, I think it was on a Monday. So I remember picking my employment letter on, I think I can't remember the day, but I remember it was a very rushed relocation process, because I had to report to work very, very early. Like they didn't give me enough time to relocate and things like that. But I was super excited. I didn't scare me as long as I had a job. Even if they told me kuamkia kesho uko kazini, mi nilikuwa like tufanye kitu, let's do this. So mi nikapata barua yangu. I remember that same day nilipanda matatu. I went to Nakuru. So on arriving to Nakuru, did some house hunting hapa pale, got myself a house, did kidogo shopping, foodstuffs, utensils, and some furniture, my bed. And then life began. My 8 to 5 life began. I was excited, by the way. The thought, me remembering it just excites me as much right now. So reporting to the office at 8, coming back at 5, it was a nice life. I was like, this is what I dreamt of. And being in a sort of, the town was not fast sana. Nakuru town is not as fast. So, and it's not as expensive. So I was like, I can be able to like really, really start off here and grow myself to become more and better in years to come. So I was very excited of the journey. So I worked. Then something on November or December the same year, I started feeling off. And I felt like I wanted to resign. So I was battling with the thought. I was like, I want to go back to school and things like that, and probably venture into other things. So I was like, in April, I had started planning my like calendar of events. And I was like, by 2018 in April, ndakuwa nishatoka hii place na nishaanza kufanya vitu zingine. And I remember sharing it with a friend of mine. Kamwambia, me, I just want to resign and maybe start out on something else different apart from formal employment. And they were like, Grace, why are you being so ungrateful? As in, you just got this job the other day and now you want to go. You seem like you are not decided. I was like, probably I'm not decided. Let me just wait it out. And I also remember telling my mom the same thing, and she told me, you just continue working to get some experience, and when you get that experience, you can use it to apply for a better job. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So let me stick around. Let me do this. So for some time, nikakauko job, It was nice. By the way, I can't complain. It was such a nice place. It helped me grow. It opened me up to new things, new people, new environments, new platforms that I didn't think I would be able to tap into. But it gave me that opportunity, and I was super, super excited, and I'm very, very thankful for that opportunity. Come 2019 January, now, hey, I started feeling off kabisa, you guys. I started feeling off, and I think I was super immersed in my thoughts. I was like, Grace, where do you want to be 5 years to come? What do you want to achieve? Can this place really help you achieve what you want to achieve for yourself in future? And I remember I kept battling with those thoughts. I remember having those thoughts, having sleepless nights. There are days I didn't eat. And low-key, I think I was sleeping. I don't want to say I was depressed, but low-key, I think I was slipping into depression because of that. And I remember I didn't feel satisfied at all, but I kept my faith alive, and I was like, something will give way, something will come up. Grace, just continue doing what you have to do. Something will come up. And then resigning was like, how would I resign? What will people say about me, my family, my friends, my workmates? I was like, hey, apana, me, I'm not ready to deal with that. Let me stick around for some time. January, I stayed around, and I was just battling with that same idea. I remember I came to Nairobi. I came to visit my farm in Nairobi, my family. So, and then a friend of mine akani invite for a mentorship program in town. And I went. So when I was there was this speaker who came. It was like, he was telling us of how he quit or resigned from their workplace, and now they started off mabiashara nini nini. And then he was telling us, if you want to resign from your employment, save, at least have an year's amount of savings. I was like, what? Is this guy serious? As in, ni save for 1 year, ni save amount yenye inaweza ni last for 1 year ndo ni able to resign. I was like, this is impossible. This is so impossible. With what I am getting from my workplace, this is definitely going to be hard. That will mean I will have to work for another like 2 years or 3 years to be able to get like an year's amount of money saved up. I was like, no. And for me, I'm those people who nataka vitu not like I'm patient, but if I can be able to do something right now, I'd rather do it right now than wait for tomorrow. So I was like, imagine I'm going to do this. Mapema ni mapema. Tujue kama hii meli itazama ama itangwananga. You never know. As in, better do it right now and know where you stand. Like if resigning is just going to be a mess for you and we'll have to go back to employment, heri nijue sahi. Ama if it's going to take off, then it takes off and as early as now. Because right now, I was like, I want to do it right now because first thing, I don't have responsibilities in terms of I'm not taking care of anyone or a baby or a home and things like that. I only have me to worry about and probably my family. So I was like, the decision, I have to make it right now. It is either now or never. So I was like, okay. Nika lenga hiyo story ya 1 year saving plan. So I was like, let me just go in. So I made my plan A and made my plan B, and I remember channeling some funds towards my plans for when I resign, for after I resign. And yes, I made my plans. So the day came, and I remember it was on a Friday. I wanted to like email my resignation letter on a Friday. Then something told me, Grace, just go home. Maybe you're overthinking and overreacting and you're acting hastily. So just go home, think about your decision, if you want to make it or if you'll change your mind. I was like, maybe I can get a sign over the weekend and not resign. Or maybe I can get a sign and resign. So I was like, let me just go off for the weekend. And then come Monday, then I will have an answer. I will know for sure if I want to resign or not. So me nikaenda weekend, nika relax, tried to meditate, or I don't remember what I did over the weekend. But Monday, you guys, Monday, hey, me I was like, I'm doing this. So on my laptop, I emailed my resignation letter to my HR, my then manager. Yeah, I think those two first. And I tabled my leave days because I had 23 leave days untouched, or I had not used them. So I tabled them as notice and worked for 7 more days so that they can be 30 days, like a month's notice. So that is what I did. I worked for 1 week, then I was off. And I was not employed. Okay, it's not like life changed. I was still the same me, living in the same house and things like that. But maze nilikuwa na feel hope ingine, as in nilikuwa na hope vitu zitakuwa tu poa yani. Na nilikuwa najua nikiweka effort vitu zitakuwa poa. Hey, my friends. The plan A that I had planned for, haikuenda hivyo. Plan B, haikuenda hivyo. And I was like, I remember being in my house and thinking to myself, what did I just do? Niwapigie simu niwaambie I was not in my right mind. ama nianze kutafuta job elsewhere, because it looks like this life, I can't toboa, like everything in a hit to rock bottom. And it's like, let me just continue. Me resigning was challenging, and I'm so much grateful to my family, especially my sister who stood up for me, and my mom who understood me. It's one thing, okay, it took her time, like for like the first days, she was like, Grace, why did you have to? You should have waited, or you should have done something. You shouldn't have just made that quick decision. But over time, she bought into the idea, and now she was like, Manze, you have to now put in effort, your own effort for your own self. And it was encouraging. It was very, very encouraging, and they have been with me, and they have stood with me, and we have just supported each other. And that is the joy, and it was so fulfilling, and it is still so fulfilling, just being with my family and working together and growing each other in our different like sections in life and careers and things like that. I'm so grateful. So I remember my plans, as I said, didn't go venye nilikuwa natarajia. Now I had to make things work for myself, because at the end of the day, I have to pay rent, I have to feed myself, and things like that. But me, I'm for the idea, nikishalipa rent, even if I sleep hungry, no one will know. As in, niko ndani ya nyumba, nani atajua? But nikirushwa nje, kaaibu. So I was like, me, rent is like my first priority. So I used to work off ndio nipate rent. Hizo zingine nitajua kile nitadu. And I'm so grateful for the landlord then in Nakuru. Like, hakukuwa strict on like rent days. Like, on 7th, you should have paid, or we cut off your electricity and water supplies. Like, no. So I used to like get money, narusha, get money, narusha. Before nijue, it's next month. Now it's the same process. I feel like for most of the time I was in Nakuru, I used to work for rent. sana. But I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, as in siku wai kosa to an extent ati nikafungiwa nyumba, something of the sort. Apana, I always had money to pay for my rent. Thank God. So I remember on New Year's Eve, I made the decision to come back to Nairobi on 1st of January 2020. As in, it was hard because I was like, my life was like starting off in Nakuru and things were coming up, nini, friends. You know, you tend to like feel bad you're leaving, or you're like, am I sure is this the right thing to do again? But I just decided, mi naenda. So came to Nairobi. My sister was still working and still in school. We decided to like merge together our efforts and start living off together. And we have since then till now. Okay, one thing, as in, I don't know what to say about my resignation journey, but all I can say, you are never ready to make such a decision. I can't say I was too courageous, or rather I was courageous even to table my resignation letter. Sometimes in life, if you cannot, and I remember my sister telling me this over and over again, because I used to call her and ask her, Guy, are you sure? Nipatiane, nisipatiane, mi nasikia naogopa. But she was like, Grace, if you cannot get rid of the fear, then heck, do it scared. Do it scared. And I was like, me, I'm doing it. Because I was so scared, you guys. I was so scared. But I was like, me, I'm doing it. And I remember on that Monday, I did not ask anyone. I think I only told my sister. I didn't ask my mom if it is the right thing to do. I didn't ask my dad. I didn't ask for anyone's opinion. I just went ahead and tabled that letter. Because before then, I used to like project it and tell my friends like, mina sorry, mina toka, me I'm resigning. And they'd be like, no, usitoke. Now it will be a situation whereby they are wanani, like they reflect the uncertainties and anxiety, and they put it on me on top of my own anxieties and fears. So this time round, I decided I'm doing it alone and I'm going to do it. So I tabled it, and the other thing that I have learned is that your plans may not go as planned. Because I remember I had plans, like if this one fails, then this one will work, then this one will work. No, it is a journey of self-discovery. It is a journey, guys. You can never be too prepared to resign. And you can never be too, like, your plans can never, you're not sure if your plans are going to work. But I'm not saying that you should not have a plan. Have it in mind, because you can't just walk out aimlessly. Apana. Have a plan. If you're going to pursue this line, then go for it. Probably it will not work as you had intended it for it to work. But kama ni hiyo ndio njia umeshika, tafadhali teremka nayo. Kama ni njia ingine umeshika, teremka nayo, regardless of the plans you had made, yani of pursuing that journey, because they don't go as planned. And I think the other thing is no money can buy you off. No money can buy off your dreams. No money can buy off your purpose, and no money can buy off you. If you feel like you are not content, or if you feel like you are uncomfortable in a certain place, and you feel like in a way you are not tapping into who you really are and what your purpose is in life, hit the door. As in, just go for it. Go for whatever makes you happy, for whatever makes you satisfied, for whatever makes you comfortable. Because at the end of the day, it is your life. It is your life. As in, if you feel like you are not being the best person, imagine, please just exit and try and work towards what makes you really comfortable in life, or whatever makes you feel content in life. And because your dreams and purpose they are so much more. They are so much more. Just go for it. And I think that's all. That is all. I'm not telling anyone to resign from their workplaces. We all have different purposes in life. We all have different journeys to journey, or different paths to walk. But if you feel like we cannot all be employed, and we cannot all be running businesses. We all have different purposes. So whatever your purpose is, pursue it, and I'm sure that you will find things will line up, or things will work out for you. Just continue pursuing it and continue pushing. Sometimes we pray to God to help us. Like for me, I prayed. I remember I prayed, and for some reason, I just felt like God was just being silent. And I was like, do I really do this or not? God, why are you not answering my prayers? But I remember somebody once told me, if you feel uncomfortable or not satisfied in an area you're serving, or in a certain situation, and you're feeling like you just want to go, probably it might be God is trying to push you into something else and higher levels. So that might be the answer to the prayer that you were praying. I don't know if it makes sense, but I hope I do, and I hope that you get it. So that is it from me. I hope you have I've shared something substantial, and that you have picked a lesson or two from this video, and that you will use it. Remember, it's a journey. No one is sure. Do it now if you want to do it. If there's something you want to do, if there's something you want to achieve, then do it right now, to avoid living a life where you will look back 10 years, 5 years from now, and ask yourself, what if I had made that decision earlier. So enough of my journey. Let me know what you think about this vlog. Let me know where you are at right now in terms of your career path and what you're pursuing. Is it fulfilling to you? What would you rather do? And if it's fulfilling, also let us know in the comment section. Yeah, please let us know. I think that is it from me. Thank you for listening to my not so long story. I hope it's not been long, but if it has, I hope it has been long and educative and inspiring and encouraging to you, my viewer. Santeni sana. Till next time, God bless you and bye.